Hi guys, this is Mrs. Hall with your session on how to set up a suction machine. Now, with your suction machine, the first thing you're going to have to do is to make sure that you have plugged it in. You know, the typical techie thing. Is it plugged in? Is it turned on? Make sure we get that part done. Looking at the machine itself, you're going to notice you have the holding pen here. This is where you're going to put the canister. And then you have a gauge that tells you the level of suctioning. And you also have a valve to turn that level of suctioning higher or lower depending on your needs. You have your on-off switch here. That's a toggle right here. You are going to need a canister. The canister is a plastic bowl that receives whatever you have suctioned. Make sure that you check your canister that it's not cracked. The second part of the canister is the lid. The lid has several ports. In all cases, you will have one port labeled patient and one port labeled vacuum. Those are the two most important ones. Any other port needs to be locked off if you're not using it for a specific purpose. For most of our purposes, we are going to need just those two. You put the lid on and make sure that it's on tight. Then you put the canister in the holding pen. After that, you are going to need tubings. There are two tubings necessary for this. In this case, you notice we have some super long tubings. Usually you have one short and one long. The short one would go from the vacuum to the machine. And then the long one would be the one that goes from the patient end of the cap, the patient end of the canister lid, to your suction catheter or Yonkar. Now, you've got this set up already, right? But how do we know that it works? You turn on the machine, very noisy, but it works. You use a bowl of water just to make sure that suction has actually been created. That confirms that you have set this up right. If you have not set it up right, it won't work properly and it may cause harm. So make sure that you've set it up right and check that it is done right. With these tubings in Belize, we reuse tubings, so be sure that whenever you are washing tubings, you wash them out, wash them thoroughly, use the required solutions, and be sure that they are dried properly before you store them. So that covers it on our session on using the suction machine. Video links on the video series for Nursing 3101L are included in the description box below. Please be sure to view those videos so that we can be up to date in class. Thank you very much.